Hey ladies, and some of you nosy men. Welcome to the first episode of Ladies Aboard. Let's check out the bottom. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Candice, and I'm from Lady K Sailing. Haha. If you already know me, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Anyways, I'm 33 years old. I was born and raised in Chatham, Ontario, Canada, where I had never sailed a day in my life. Well, at least not until I met my better looking half, Tim. So eventually we bought a boat together back in 2016, and Lady K is a 1980 35-foot Hughes, Canadian built, which is super awesome, and she is a sloop rigged, modified keel sailboat. Anyways, we used to race her back at the Thames River Yacht Club in Lighthouse Cove, Ontario. And it was PHRF racing, which, again, never sailed a day in my life, so that was a learning experience within itself. But it was awesome, and here I am. So how did it start, and where am I now? Alright, so after we bought Lady K, we started making some small modifications just to make her a little more comfortable and better to live on for weekends. And some weekends, you know, we'd go out sailing for the day and then come back to the slip and just hang out at the club. Other weekends, you know, we'd sail to Windsor, go anchor out and spend the night, and it was, you know, it was pretty easy life. Pretty good weekends. But then there came that dreadful time of year where you gotta haul the boats out for the season. And it sucked. Haul out was the worst day ever. But, you know, that being said, it also gave us time to really put some more thought and planning into what was at the time a 5-year plan, and later grew into a let's just go plan. So, you know, 5 years turned to 3, 3 to 2, and 2 to that's it. Let's do this thing. So during the off season, we actually used to spend the entire winter, you know, reading sailing books, doing a bunch of research to see what we could do on the boat to better outfit her for a long-term plan, and you know, looking up different routes we could take once we actually left, and so on and so forth. And not only that, we spent a lot of our hours watching other sailing YouTube channels, and hence, you know, we started our own. But anyways, after we decided that, you know, that's it, like, we can't spend another winter here watching YouTube videos and living this life of, what, the boat's only in the water for a couple months, we started selling anything and everything that we couldn't actually bring on the boat with us when we left. And, you know, we slowly emptied the house, and by April of 2018, we moved on board. No house, that was it. So, you know, once we moved on board, we spent all of our free time, you know, like fixing the boat up, making little changes here and there. We did, I don't know, we installed solar panels. We did, like I said, if you want to know all the nitty gritty details of getting ready to go check out the Lady K YouTube channel. Anyways, yeah, then before we knew it, it was August 6th. And that was the day that we untied from the dock at TRYC and left everything we knew behind. Scary, right? So, anyways, once we left, in a nutshell, we left TRYC, we sailed across Lake St. Clair to Windsor, down the Detroit River, crossed Lake Erie, and kind of traversed our way through the U.S. side of Lake Erie, got to New York, and that's where we traversed the Erie Canal. Very, very cool experience, all that small town America and everything, and, you know, anyways, 12 days and 35 locks later, we made it to the Hudson River. That's where we sailed Lady K in the ocean for the first time, and we did a night passage for the first time, and both of those things were like, oh my god, I can't believe we're doing this, oh my god. But at the end of the day, you look back and we're like, oh my god, we just did that. That was amazing. Like, yes, we can do this. And a lot of the fears that we had when we left the dock kind of just went away. I mean, they linger, but went away for the most part. But yeah, we rode out 2 hurricanes while we were in the States, and yeah, eventually, you know, we made our way down to Miami, where we set ourselves up to make the crossing over to the Bahamas. So on December 3rd, we left No Name Harbor in Miami and trekked our way, you know, sails up, everything. It was such a great ride. I had a riot. I just loved that experience. And to watch the water go from, you know, this nice pretty blue color that you already got used to back in, you know, the southern US there, you travel over to the Bahamas and it's just like that was my face a lot. I couldn't believe it. It was so beautiful. And yeah, just so I'm getting all like thinking about it again. Anyways, so once we got over to Bimini, you know, we spent some time there, and ever since we've kind of just slowly been hopping our way down south. And as of today, we're anchored in Thompson Bay, Long Island, Bahamas. Alright, Candice, you already have a YouTube channel, why start another? Alright, so based on viewership and the algorithms and just some of the comments and the questions that are asked by not just ladies, but even some of the men, there's a lot of women out there that want to live this life, but they're really, really skeptical, and they can't seem to find the answers to some of the questions they're asking, and what have you. So what I'd like to do is try to bridge that gap, so to speak. So basically, like, you've got questions, I've got the answers, and if I don't, well, I'm gonna find them for you or find somebody who does. But so not only am I inviting you to come, you know, take a peek into my world, but I want to inspire you. I want to encourage you to do this thing, to live this life, because like there's no regret, really, to this day. For me, there's still no regret whatsoever. So to do this every week, I'm gonna cover, you know, a different topic about being of the female persuasion, living on board, and outside of that, like, I'm gonna share my tips, my tricks, some how-tos, and just my general knowledge of how I get by living on my boat, Lady K. But Candice, I don't live on Lady K. How's that gonna help me? Aha! That's where it's gonna get fun. So, every week that I release an episode, not only am I gonna cover the points that I've just made, but I'm also gonna get onto another boat, with permission, of course. It could be a sailboat, it could be a trawler, it could be a catamaran, who knows? Maybe I find a girl out there on a fishing boat. I don't know. We'll see. But all in all, we're gonna get together, we're maybe get a tour of their boat, get some details about their boat, but at the end of it all, like I want to get to know that lady or ladies aboard and learn how they live their life on their boat. Maybe there's some differences. Everybody's different, right? So we're gonna try to cover all of that. If you're curious about life aboard as a woman, I certainly hope that you're gonna follow along. To do so, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And otherwise, if you have any questions, some concerns, or maybe a suggestion for a future episode, definitely leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And I mean, maybe you're already out here. Maybe you stumbled across my video and you're like, hey, I'm a girl on a boat. I'm near you. Let's get together. I want to be featured. Leave me a message. Shoot me a comment. Otherwise, you can send me an email. Candice@ladyksailing.com. Anyways, that's it for the premiere episode of Ladies Aboard. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to hear from you guys, get some feedback, and yeah, that's it. I guess I'll see you next week. Bye!